Welcome back everybody, Matt the Man here, hope you're doing well. This weekend we had a new movie come out, Dracula. Now it's not technically a new movie because they remade Dracula I don't know how many times. Probably more times than Dracula has friends. But there's a new Dracula movie out, called Dracula. This one is directed by Luc Besson, who did movies like The Fifth Element, or Leon the Professional, or that Valerian, The City of a Thousand whatever, a couple years ago. It stars Caleb Landry Jones as Dracula. It also has Christoph Waltz as the priest slash kind of like a Van Helsing type. Let's get into it. Positives. Caleb Landry Jones. A lot of you might remember him from X-Men First Class or Get Out as the younger brother. Here as Dracula, he does a great job actually. He's menacing, he's also very romantic, charming in moments. Even with the prosthetic makeup, he's great. The voice is perfection. I really thought he did a great job. Does this rival Gary Oldman? No. From the Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula from the early 90s? No. But I thought Caleb Landry Jones really elevated the film. Now, if you were to tell me in 2026 that out of all the Dracula, all the vampire, all the gothic movies out there, especially dealing with vampires or Dracula, that the one composer that is so well known for gothic stories and movies has never composed a Dracula movie, I would have said, you are wrong, my friend. You are dead wrong. But actually, I would be dead wrong. Danny Elfman does the music for Dracula, and oh my God, people. Oh my God. And there's one thing we needed in 2026 was Danny Elfman doing the music for a Dracula movie. Oh, the guy who gave us so many musical scores for Tim Burton movies, whether it's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Sleepy Hollow, Batman, Batman Returns, Edward Scissorhands. Oh my God, gothic. I would have never thought. Danny Elfman's music completely lifts this movie up. If you take away the music, I don't think the movie would be as good. Bit of an Edward Scissorhands in certain moments, since this Dracula mainly focuses on the romance between him and his wife, Elizabeth, or Mina. You get a little bit of that Edward Scissorhands romance music with Winona Ryder and Johnny Depp, Edward. Especially during the snow, ice, that scene. But it's still there's a lot of other composed music in Dracula. But, like I said, if we need one thing in 2026, Danny Elfman's music in a Dracula movie. Even though this movie is very familiar, I mean, Bram Stoker's Dracula is a book, and you can't really deviate too much from the book. And out of all the iterations of Dracula, even a year and a half ago, with Nosferatu remake, which is essentially Dracula, this movie still took some liberties, still made some changes that were different from those other iterations of Dracula, and it worked. Production design, costume design during the 1800s in what is it, London or Paris. Great costume design. And also the castle of Frankenstein, of Dracula. Very great production design. Also want to give a shout out to Christoph Waltz. Now this is two movies. We just saw him in Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. And now he's in a Dracula movie. You know what they say? First Frankenstein, then Dracula, and then the Wolfman. Yeah. Can we have that? Can we have the Monster Universe with Christoph Waltz doing with each of the classic monsters? Frankenstein, Dracula, now the Wolfman. Yeah. Really. And then I can tell my children or my niece, these are the classic monster movies. All the ones with Christoph Waltz. That focuses more on the love story. Which I think it works. It feels different. Rather than just Dracula killing people, biting people, thinking there's his fangs in the other people. It deals with a romance. I like it. Negatives. I wish we got more of the romance. Even though this one does focus on the romance, there's some stuff in the third act that I'm like, I wish they went on a little bit longer. A little bit longer. I wanted to see that dynamic now at a certain point. And being that this is Dracula, and everyone knows the story of Dracula, I was a little disappointed that we don't see the man, Dracula, Countess, or whatever, becoming the vampire. They just skip over that. They just jump 400 years. Oh, okay. How did he become Dracula, the vampire? That would have been nice to see. But overall, you know what? I didn't mind it. Is it the best Dracula movie? No. Is it the worst? No. Right in the middle. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Dracula, directed by Luc Besson? I would give this at least a 4 out of 5. I didn't mind it. Or actually, let me know in the comments below. Did you see the new Dracula? What is your favorite Dracula movie? Are you a fan of Dracula? And do you want to see Christoph Waltz next battle the Wolfman? Very important. Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Matt.